Warning: this video might scare you. If you're easily frightened, it's best not to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. Number 11. Muslin Exorcism. Another disturbing possession incident supposedly caught on camera. This video comes from India, where a young Muslim woman is believed to be possessed by an unknown force. An Imam Khatib, a kind of Muslim priest, is present, trying to perform an exorcism on the girl. The priest asks who is possessing her, and the girl responds in a sharp, growling voice. Izul, when asked why Izul has possessed her, the voice claims, to protect her, she is nice. The priest then recites verses from the Quran to expel the demonic spirit, but it pleads, please, I am protecting her. I want to be her friend. She is good. Despite the girl screaming and resisting, she is eventually subdued as the priest and others continue reciting Quranic verses. Number 10. Possession on the phone. The video starts with a Hispanic woman lying in bed, eating cookies, and recording a video for her friend or boyfriend. Suddenly, her phone falls, and she cries out in distress and fear. Her hand looks tense, and it seems like she's struggling to make any noise. Then, the door slams shut on its own, and she jumps out of bed, screaming and crying as she runs out of the room. After she leaves, loud screams can be heard in the distance. Reports say she's okay after seeing a priest, but many wonder if it was a possession or a seizure. Either way, the sounds she makes will chill you to the bone, and you'll want nothing more than to help her. Number 9. A poltergeist in the news. In a small town in Jamaica, a supposed poltergeist attack caused such alarm that the locals called their local news station Jamaica's CVM News. The news crew went to the scene and interviewed an 11-year-old boy who claimed to be under constant attack from the poltergeist. During the interview, the boy explained that the poltergeist was the spirit of his deceased friend, but his mother disagreed, saying it was an evil entity posing as the friend. Suddenly, during the interview, the young boy is thrown back in his chair, lifted off the ground, and thrown against a wall before his mother rushes in to grab him. These movements are dramatic, clear, and unsettling. If the spirit really was pretending to be someone the boy knew, it's enough to unsettle anyone who has lost a loved one and believes in the forces of supernatural evil. Number 8. The ghost in the attic. The person who uploaded this video claimed to have seen a ghost in their home a few weeks earlier, prompting them to start makeshift ghost hunting. Until this video was taken on January 9th, 2008, the ghost hadn't shown any significant power. The video starts with the homeowner recording their dog from under the bed, as its behavior seemed odd. Suddenly, loud knocking noises startle the homeowner, coming from the attic. Acting on impulse, they go up to the attic and set up their camera to investigate. They find some boxes knocked over but continue searching. Suddenly, a tall tin can crashes to the ground, causing the homeowner to flee downstairs. After a period of silence, the light dims or goes out, and there's movement in the distance. When the light comes back on, an unknown force moves the camera around before leaving it in a dark corner. At the end of the video, the homeowner explains that they didn't retrieve their camera for several weeks after this incident. Number 7. A YouTuber named Rubsy was live streaming while looking after a friend's pet. He was alone in the apartment, playing video games in front of his audience. Strange things started happening during the live stream. First, a door slammed shut on its own, scaring Rubsy. He checked but didn't find anything unusual, so he went back to his computer. Then a viewer told him that a light had turned off by itself. When he went to check again, another door slammed in front of him. After that, more eerie things kept occurring. A glass broke by itself, a box fell off a table, and there were loud knocks on the doors and walls. Doors kept opening and closing on their own. Finally, Rubsy decided he'd had enough and texted his friend that he was leaving. Just before he left, A chair moved on its own about 3 feet. Rubsy uploaded a 7-minute video showing all the strange activity. He mentioned that his friend had never experienced anything like this before. Number 6. Subway possession. A video was posted by Dolan Chong around 2011 and has been watched over 5 million times. In the video, Dolan and a friend were walking through the San Francisco subway when they heard screams. They found a woman hiding behind a big yellow bin. There was blood on the floor, and Dolan's friend found something that looked like a fingernail or a small blade. The woman, wearing a torn white dress and ripped stockings, was covered in blood, which was also coming from her mouth.
Oh my God.
She was writhing, screaming, and making growling noises. Dolan's friend tried to help her, but she kept screaming and even stabbed herself with a pencil. Then she tried to attack the 2 men. The video ended there. It's unclear what happened to everyone involved afterward. Some people think the woman was on drugs rather than possessed, but no matter what caused her behavior, seeing something like that must have been really frightening and could have a negative impact on anyone who witnessed it. Number 5. Dragon sounds. This video was posted in October 2016 with the title Apocalyptic Strange Sound was heard again in Slovakia. However, many people think the audio in the video sounds like dragons, mythical creatures from stories. At first, the sounds are quiet and far away, but as the video goes on, they become louder and clearer. Number 4. Home of a serial killer. A scary video has been shared a lot on social media. It's about a guy named James Ranking who found something creepy while hiking in a New York park. He saw 25 missing persons posters stuck on trees.
Fucking different. Every single one. This one's from...
Along with old bedding, a shovel, a big tent, and a broken wooden cage around it. James tried to take pictures of everything, but he heard voices nearby, so he stopped and left. Number 3. A couple named Jack Marketscher and Jordan Baranskis captured shocking footage on their security camera in the summer of 2016. They had gone out to dinner and returned home to do some laundry, but ended up falling asleep while watching TV. The next morning, Jordan realized her purse was missing and couldn't find it anywhere. They argued about whether she had left it at the restaurant the night before. To settle the argument, Jordan decided to check the security footage. But before she could find proof that she had brought the purse home, she saw something terrifying. An intruder had broken into their home and was watching them sleep from the second-floor balcony. He stood there for about 5 minutes, just staring at them. Then he walked away and came back for another 10 to 15 minutes, still just standing there. After watching them for nearly 20 minutes, the intruder took Jordan's purse and left without even waking their dog. Jordan said she likes to believe he was watching TV and not just silently staring at them. Number 2. Ghost Boy. In 2008, a 17-year-old boy named Jesse went on vacation with his family to Savannah, Georgia. Savannah is known as one of the most haunted cities in America, so Jesse was excited to visit some spooky places. During their trip, they stopped at a historical cemetery, and Jesse decided to film with the family camcorder for memories. But what he captured was more than just a regular memory. In the footage, a small white figure can be seen running in the distance. It looked like a young boy, but the details were not clear. Jesse noticed the figure because it seemed to be chasing a shadowy woman who vanished quickly. Then, the little spirit jumped unusually high into a tree and disappeared just before hitting the ground. Many people thought the footage was fake at first, but experts in paranormal activity, history, and technology reviewed it and were surprised to find it was genuine. Number 1. Daniel Hobbit, an independent cameraman who enjoyed ghost hunting and exploration, decided to investigate reports of hauntings in a hospice unit of a hospital and a home in Moorpark. In the Moorpark home, Daniel filmed inside a bedroom and captured a dark figure that seemed to appear and disappear on camera. Later, at the haunted hospital, Daniel left his camera running in a supposedly haunted storage closet for several hours. The first hour of footage was uneventful, but then a white, shimmering figure appeared on the screen, morphing into a face before disappearing into darkness again. During the time this evidence was captured, independent editing programs weren't readily available, and several professionals from different fields have deemed the footage authentic.